All right, we're going to do the homework now for section 1, and I'm going to show you how to do it using a calculator. What happened there? Let's try it again. Section 2-4.1. This is the hardest lesson so far. It's the 40th hardest lesson. Students who watch the video save more than 30 minutes over those who don't. The review questions are from 3.2, 3.3, and 3.6. Okay, you can get help from academic services. Let's go. Let's get started. Question 1, find the slope of the line containing these 2 points. All right, so how does the slope work? Well, remember that the slope is the change in y over the change in x. Y changes from 10 to negative 11. X changes from negative 3 to negative 1. 10 minus negative 11 is the same as 10 plus 11 over negative 3 plus 1. 10 and 11 is 21. Negative 3 plus 1 is negative 2, so our answer is negative 21 halves. Negative fraction 21 halves. Oops. Halves. Next one. I'm going to have to start over again. See what happens this time. Must have lost my connection to the website. Let's try it again. All right. Question 3. Graph using the slope and the y-intercept. Now, this one would obviously be better graphed using the intercepts, but they want us to solve for y, so let's take 4x plus 3y equals 12, and let's subtract 4x from each side. And we get 3y is negative 4x plus 12. Divide everything by 3. And we get y equals negative 4/3 x plus 4. So our intercept is 4. And from there we're going down 4, forward 3. So intercept 4. Oops. From there go down 4, forward 3. All right, next one. Given the function, find this function g of b plus 11. So g of b plus 11 means wherever we see x, we're going to write b plus 11. Plus 16, so we have b plus 27. So g of b plus 11 is b plus 27. Next one. Find f of x and f of 3. Okay, so solve for y. Y equals negative 3x squared plus 2. Or f of x equals negative 3x squared plus 2. Remember, once it's solved for y, you can just write f of x. And then find f of 3 is negative 3 times 3 squared plus 2. 3 times 3 is 9, times negative 3 is negative 27, plus 2 is negative 25. So our first answer is f of x is negative 3x squared plus 2. And f of 3 is, I forgot what it was, negative 27, negative 25. All right. Number 6, graph f of x equals negative 2x, or in other words, y is negative 2x. Y equals negative 2x, just think plus 0. So our intercept is 0, and from there go down 2, forward 1. So 0, 0. And from there go down 2, forward 1. All right. Next one. Determine whether the given ordered pair is a solution to the system of equations. Okay. So we're going to substitute in 7 plus 6. Does that equal 13? Yes. Does 6 equal 2 times 7 minus 8? Yes. And so it is a solution for the system of equations. Next one. Now I'm going to, this is solved by graphing. So we graph using points, or intercepts, I'm sorry. If x is 0, y is, delete. Okay, if x is 0, y is 9, and if y is 0, x is 9. That's the first equation. The second equation, if y is 0, x is 1, and if x is 0, y is negative 1. That's the second equation. Then it says, what is the solution? Looks like we're over 5, up 4. So we would type 5, 4. Where the two lines cross is the solution. Solve using substitution. I'm also going to show you how to solve this using your calculator. Okay, substitution. So instead of writing y, it's going to equal 7x plus 20. So in our first equation, 9x plus 2 times, instead of writing y, we're going to write 7x plus 20, just like we did here, equals negative 6. 9x plus 14x plus 40 equals negative 6. That's 23x. Subtract 40 from each side, and you get is negative 46. Divide by 23. X is negative 2. Now we substitute in, so 7 times negative 2 plus 20. 7 times negative 2 is negative 14. Plus 20 is positive 6. So y is 6. How do you do it on your calculator? Press mode. And when you do, the choice is over here, 1, 3, 5. 5 says EQN. So we're going to press mode 5. And when we do, we'll get another screen that has 1, 2, 3. 1 is the one that we want. And then when we do, our screen says something like this. 1, 2, A, B, C. So we're going to fill in each of those sections of the graph using these numbers right up here. 9 equals 2 equals negative 6. So our first row says 9, 2, negative 6. Our second row will be these. Negative 7 equals 2 equals 20. And our second row is negative 7, 2, 20. When we press equals, it says x. Oh, I must have done something wrong. 9, 2, clear. 9, 2, negative 6, negative 7, 1, 20 it's supposed to be. Negative 7, 1, this is supposed to be here. And when we do, x is negative 2, press equals again, y equals 6. So we'll write -2, 6 for our answer. Solution set is -2 and 6. Number 10. Another problem that we're also going to solve using our calculator. Okay, solve by substitution. So wherever we see y, we're going to write 5x. So we have 10x minus 2 times 5x equals 0. 10x minus 10x equals 0. Remember, when you have a true statement, there are infinitely many solutions. When you have a false statement, there are no solutions. Let's enter this on our calculator. Remember, it only works if you have them x, y numbers. So we have to rearrange this first one, put the 5x on the other side, and it'll be -5x plus y equals 0. 10x minus 2y equals 0. So we'll enter on our calculator -5 equals 1 equals 0. 10 equals -2 equals 0. Now remember, if you want to get your calculator back to calculation mode, just press mode 1 and it'll be back to COMP, which if you notice, it'll say that on the screen. And it says infinitely solutions, so we'll click the infinite solutions box. Next one, number 11. Another substitution. Okay, wherever we see x, we're going to write 3y, so 3 parentheses 3y minus 9y equals 3. 9y minus 9y is 3. 0 does not equal 3. This is false, so there is no solution. When we rearrange this one on our calculator, we have x minus 3y equals 0. 3x minus 9y equals 3. So we enter that on our calculator. 1 equals -3 equals 0. Next row, 3 equals -9 equals 3. And it says no solution. Number 11. Solve by elimination. Remember that elimination works if the coefficients are the same and the signs are different. So we have 3x minus y equals 26 and x plus y equals 10. We have 4x. These are eliminated. Plus and minus eliminates them. Is 36. Divide both sides by 4. We get x is 9. Substitute that into the second equation. 9 plus y is 10. So y is 1, because 9 and 1 makes 10. When we enter this one on our calculator, mode 5, 1, we get 3 equals -1 equals 26. And the next row, 1 equals 1 equals 10. And x is 9 and y is 1. Make sure you press equals to get those answers. Okay, so we get 9, 1 is our answer, huh? 9, 1. Number 13. Solve by elimination. Let's multiply the first equation by -5 2. And when we do, we get negative 10x plus 6y is 0. And then the second equation is 10x plus 7y is 0. The x's are eliminated, so you have 13y is 0. So y is 0. And if we substitute in 5x minus 0 equals 0, x is also 0. Let's enter it on our calculator. Mode 5, 1. And we have 5 equals negative 3 equals 0. Next row, 10 equals 7 equals 0. X is 0, y is 0. 0. Now what sometimes confuses people is when they see that 0, 0, there's a difference here between x is 0 and y is 0. There's a difference between that and getting an equation at the end that says 0 equals 0. That's not the same thing. Number 14. Okay, Company A, Company B. In which years was Company B's market share less than Company A's? Looks like from 1993 to 1997, it was less. And that's how you do these problems.